Farmers today understand the importance of a strong weed control plan, and that by taking care of the environment, they can improve both their farm and their bottom line.
A strong weed control plan can be beneficial for farmers through understanding exactly what invasive species they have to deal with on their particular farm. Whether it be weeds or insects or fungus, understanding what chemicals they can utilize to address that through developing a chemical plan, and then also understanding how to properly apply those chemicals through selecting of spray tips, best practices for spraying, application rates, speed. All of those are critical factors in maximizing the potential for yield from every acre that they farm.
An integral part of a sound weed control plan is determining what spray tip to use. Spray tips are quite often the smallest and most overlooked piece of equipment on a machine.
Understanding the relationship between the chemicals you're using and the spray tip you're using with the targets you're trying to control is an important relationship. Spray tips are frequently overlooked just because of the fact that they're relatively small. However, they're one of the most important aspects of a sprayer. When a sprayer is moving through the field, the spray tip is actually the component that is dispersing all of the chemical onto the field and onto the crop.
Hypro, an industry leader providing services and solutions to farmers around the globe, has leveraged their expertise worldwide to engineer products capable of minimizing drift and improving efficacy at the spray tip.
Pentair has actually been in the agricultural business for over 75 years. With Hypro, started in 1947, and with Berkeley, started in 1937. Pentair itself is over a $7 billion company with 30,000 employees worldwide, over 100 manufacturing plants. And we've been able to leverage our expertise in fluid handling, our expertise in tip atomization and chemical atomization, droplet size, control. We've been able to leverage that expertise to deliver improved solutions for our customers on a global basis.
Movement of spray particles and vapors can have an off-target effect, causing less effective control and possible injury to susceptible vegetation, wildlife, and people.
Off-target movement it hurts us in two ways. One, we're going to have reduced efficacy because we're not going to have as much of that chemical deposited where we intend to control the pest, but we'll also have a potential for injury or damage to unintended species or organisms if that product's not being deposited where we intended to make that application.
There is a delicate balance between drift control and spray efficacy that needs to be considered in order for chemical applications to perform optimally.
Varied spray tip options help improve efficacy on the farm by giving the farmer options. In an area where drift control is of a concern, utilizing low drift tips like the ultra low drift and minimizing any of the off-target movement potential is very important. Spray tips with greater control provide a stronger level of efficacy through a smaller droplet spectrum, such as our Guardian Series family of tips. The Guardian Series is capable of providing a smaller droplet spectrum for post-emerge and plant health applications. Understanding the balance between spray efficacy and drift control is very important when selecting your appropriate spray tip and your chemical that you're using. Hypro on our website offers a spray tip calculator which makes this decision much easier through providing data about our spray tip performance.
Spray drift can be modified by many factors, such as equipment settings, spray tips, chemical structure, weather, and environment.
So in terms of controlling spray drift, there's a couple things that we can do. Certainly there's things outside of our control, but like the weather. But in terms of mitigating spray drift, we can make sure that we slow down our spray applications, get the boom as close to the ground as possible without compromising that coverage, and making sure that we choose nozzles and spray solutions that are conducive to large droplet sizes.
Spray tip technologies such as air induction, angled sprays, pre-orifice designs, twin patterns, and unique Hypro designs have been leveraged to produce many of the industry's best spray tip options.
In terms of nozzle technology, the market for ground applications has changed greatly over the past 10 to 15 years. We've seen the introduction of nozzles that reduce the pressure on that spray solution by introducing a pre-orifice and then by introducing the Venturi type systems where we have a pressure reduction between the entrance orifice or that metering orifice and the exit orifice. It's allowed us to get larger droplet sizes and reduce the off-target movement.
Hypro has partnered with the University of Nebraska to help educate consumers on the importance of precision spraying, focusing on the effect of low and high-speed applications.
At the University of Nebraska West Central Research and Extension Center in North Platte, we built 2 wind tunnels to look at aerial and ground applications in order to better understand how we can maximize pesticide efficacy as well as mitigate the off-target movement. And the way we did that is we built these wind tunnels in order to measure the droplet size, because we know if we measure droplet size, we're going to get a better understanding of what that drift potential looks like.
Hypro's expertise does not end with spray tips. Hypro's express boom components have revolutionized the ability to remove air from wet boom designs, essentially eliminating spray tip dribble, increasing time efficiency, greatly reducing cross-contamination potential.
Boom responsiveness is an important thing for us. Being able to shut the boom off when we want to shut it off and start it up when we want to start it up. We have overlap in the fields, which causes quality problems for us, as we have maybe too much chemical applied in certain areas that can be a problem, as well as when we're spraying along other sensitive crops or our neighbors' fields. We've had issues in the past where we're not getting all the chemical out of the booms. And now with these end caps that are right there, it's a lot easier and we don't have that crop damage and we're able to clean our booms out easier.
Hypro encourages applicators to follow best spraying practices to ensure maximum efficacy of their spray application.
Well, since we've installed the Hypro end cap on our 4830 John Deere sprayer, the results have been dramatic. We don't have any regrets retrofitting our 4830 with the express end cap. The installation was so simple. We had 4 guys who did it. It took us about 4 hours to do it. And since, we're very happy with the performance because it just shuts off immediately. We haven't had any problems with it, no field downtime, so everything's been real good.
It's nice not to stop on the headlands. You can keep moving. You're never waiting for it to turn off or on. It's just instant. It's nice when you have to go and over waterways or something. You're not worrying about dripping. It's nice not to worry about wrecking the neighbors' crops, and it's just a very good system.
Leveraging spraying best practices is going to mitigate your opportunity for weed resistance. Selecting the right tip and the right chemical is very similar to selecting the right tool for the right task. Hypro continues to be a technology and innovative leader to provide solutions for farmers to maximize yield potential. Hypro's innovation doesn't stop with our products. We offer an array of educational and informational tools on our websites, mobile app, spray clinics, and also through our relationships with universities such as the University of Nebraska.
For more information, visit www.hyprospraytips.com.